Hello and welcome to another review. And today I may be wearing a Green Lantern shirt, but I'll be reviewing this comic over here, Batman the Killing Joke by Brian Boland and Alan Moore. Now, if you're a long-time comic book fan, you've probably read this book. And if you're a long-time comic book fan, you probably know Alan Moore is arguably the greatest writer ever in comics. I mean, he's written Watchmen, V for Vendetta, and I love his ABC series, Tom Strong and all that. But this is Batman the Killing Joke. Now, this is brilliant comic. I mean, it's really short comic. It's ridiculously short. Like 40 pages. And this is basically a character study. Again, character study. Well, the story is simple. Joker escapes the Arkham Asylum again. He somehow always escapes again. But this time he's like, you know what? I'm going to prove to everyone there's no difference between him and everyone else, as him as in the Joker. So he decides to kidnap Commissioner Gordon and tries to draw Commissioner Gordon, sorry. So Joker decides to kidnap Commissioner Gordon and tries to drive him insane. So in order to prove the difference between him and everyone else is one bad day. While this is happening, while the Joker is trying to drive Commissioner Gordon insane, he's kidnapped him. He's actually shot Barbara Gordon and he takes pictures of her naked and he shows them to Gordon and he just tries to drive Gordon insane, And while all this is happening, we go through flashbacks in Joker's memory and we find out the one bad day that happened to Joker that drove him insane. So, but then we don't know if that's true or not because the Joker says later, sometimes I remember it one way, sometimes I remember it another way. If I had a past, I'd rather it be multiple choice. This book over here is the explanation why Joker is the perfect villain for Batman. Basically, Joker's trying to prove, you know what, there's no difference between me and everyone else. I want to kidnap Gordon and drive him insane. But he fails. But he also points out to Batman, listen, okay, I couldn't drive Gordon insane, whatever, right? But why do you dress like a flying rat? You must have had a bad day that drove you insane, but you can't admit it. And he points to Batman, listen, you're just as crazy as me, So the underlining message of this comic book isn't one bad day can drive the most sanest person insane. It's that Batman and Joker are mirror images of each other. The whole idea that Joker fails to drive, and which is a good thing about the comic book, that Joker fails to drive Gordon insane. It shows it was only Batman and Joker who went insane. They weren't as mentally strong as Gordon. Gordon's mentally stronger than both of them. He didn't crack under his bad day. Batman had his bad day when his parents were shot. Joker had his bad day, and they ended up these crazy characters. I mean, like, at the end of the day, dressing up as a bat and fighting crime is insane, okay? So basically, Batman's insane. And this comic book got me thinking also about, basically, Joker's kind of there in order, and well, why most of Batman's enemies are insane is because they're insane in order to mask the insanity of Batman. Okay, he's a guy who wears a bat mask and fights crime without any superpowers. And that's insane enough, but to hide his insanity, we almost have, look at those insane guys there, the Joker, Two-Face, Riddler, they're really insane. So Batman, I think one of the reasons he has all these insane supervillains is precisely because to hide his own insanity or to lessen it, to lessen the fact that we're actually the hero of the comic is a guy who dresses up as a bat and fights crime and he doesn't have any superpowers, to lessen the fact that, it's kind of stupid, so that's, I think, why Batman's enemy is insane. And this is an exploration of the Joker. It's, if you've read Alan Moore's Watchmen, Joker comes off slightly comedian-esque, very, it's all a joke. Joker believes everything. It's a joke, kind of like the comedian, but the Joker's more insane. Let me show you Brian Boland's art. They've republished this with two stories in, I think. The Killing Joke and another story. I'm not sure which one's the other one. But they republished it, and Brian Boland has, I think, re-inked it. But the art of Boland, I thought, was really good. I mean, like, the classic image, let me get you out of here, where Joker finally like goes insane. Here you go. This one over here, what I'm pointing to, it's a classic image of how Joker goes insane. I mean, like, it's a good story. It's about madness. It's about why Batman and Joker are a match made in hell. It's about James Gordon. To me, it's possibly the best comic the Joker's ever been in. My favourite Joker comic, without a doubt. Definitely check this one out. Batman the Killing Joke by Alan Moore and David Bolan. Or was it, sorry? Was it David Bolan? No, Brian Bolan. Alan Moore and Brian Bolan. Hope you enjoyed this review. Anyways, I'll review something else next. Not sure what, but definitely will review another comic. See you.